Shalom and happy Sabbath everyone. Today I will continue with the story of Joseph. Last Sabbath we were told that Joseph was wrongly put in prison by his master. Let us follow his story in prison. And the title today is God Honors Joseph the Slave. While in prison, Joseph was obedient and helpful. The warden trusted Joseph to help organize prison life. Because God was with Joseph, prison became a better place for everybody. The king's baker and butler are also in jail. One morning they were looking very sad. "Why are you so sad?" Joseph asked them. "We both had dreams and no one can tell us the meaning of our dreams." The troubled man replied, "God can come tell me your dreams." Joseph said to them. The butler was the first to tell his dream, followed by the baker. Joseph knew exactly the meaning of the dream as God inspired it to him, and he told the butler, "In 3 days, you will be released from prison and you will get your job back. You will be serving the king at his table once again. When you are released, you stand before the king. Please remember me and mention me to the king. I did nothing wrong and don't deserve to be here," Joseph said. But the meaning of the baker's dream was sad. He told the baker, "In 3 days you will be released from prison, but you will not go back to your job. The king will have you killed." It all happened just as Joseph had said it would. The butler was so happy and so busy with his job that he forgot about Joseph and the promise he had made to mention him to the king. Unfortunately, Joseph had to spend another 2 years in jail, but he continued to love God even in prison, and the Lord continued to bless him. But one morning, the king woke up and was very worried. He had a dream, and none of all the wise men in the palace can tell him the meaning of the dreams. Then the butler remembered Joseph in prison, and he told the king about him. So the king sent for Joseph immediately. Slowly Joseph told the king, "Egypt will have 7 years of plenty, and after that there will be 7 years of famine." And then he said, and he have an advice for the king. "Plan now to store food during the 7 years of good harvest, or else your people will starve and die. When the 7 years of famine comes," he told the king, "God is with you," declared the king. "You will be in charge. I will appoint you the prime minister of Egypt, second only to me," he said. And so, as it was according to God's plan, 7 years of good harvest came followed by 7 years of drought and famine. There was no food everywhere except in the land of Egypt. Far away, in Joseph's homeland, Jacob's family were starving. People from all over the country came to Egypt to buy grain. "You must go to Egypt too, or else we all will die," Jacob told his sons. And so the sons of Jacob arrived in Egypt, and they prepared to buy food. Jacob's son bowed down low before the prime minister of Egypt. They did not recognize Joseph, but he knew them. And then Joseph remembered his childhood dreams. God had raised him above his brothers. Joseph was very wise. He wants to know if his brothers have repented. So he spoke roughly and kept his brother Simeon as hostage. "Take the food and go home and return with your youngest brother. Then I will know you are not spies," he told them. The brothers thought that God might be punishing them for selling Joseph many years before. When the brothers get home, they were confused. Our money was returned in the grain. And the ruler said, We must bring Benjamin back. They said to their father, but Jacob could not let Benjamin go. But soon the food they have bought finished and the brothers have to go back to Egypt to buy food. Benjamin have to go with them. When Joseph saw Benjamin, he ordered his servants to prepare a great feast. The brothers were invited. Is your father well? He asked them. Joseph was thinking of how he could bring family together. Joseph also wanted to know if his brother were sorry for their sins many years before. After the banquet, he accused them of stealing. To punish you, I will keep Benjamin as my slaves, he said. My lord, take my life instead, begged Judah. By now, Joseph knew that Judah, who had suggested selling Joseph years back, have now changed. No longer able to hide his love for his family, Joseph sent all Egyptians out of the room. Then he began to weep. I am Joseph, your brother, whom you sold into Egypt, he told them. Amazed and afraid, the brothers said nothing. Joseph encouraged his brothers. God made me Lord of Egypt, so I can save your lives in this famine. Go and bring my father. I will look after you, he said to his brothers. Jacob and Joseph were reunited in Egypt, and the whole family lived there in peace and plenty. Friends, whatever happened in our life, if we put our trust in God, we know that all things work together for good to them that love God, to them who are called according to His purpose. Romans 8, verse 28. May God bless us all.